Hello everybody, welcome to the JB&I Show. I am your host, Isaac the Fire Hawk Middleton. And if you're celebrating a birthday today, this month, or this week, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you and many more birthdays, okay? And if you're celebrating an anniversary, oh yeah, 1 month anniversary, 20 years anniversary, 50 years anniversary, oh yeah, happy anniversary. Happy anniversary to you, and of course, many more anniversaries, all right, yeah.
Welcome to the JB&I Show podcast, where we dive deep into the latest in pop culture, film, and everything in between. Today, we're turning the spotlight onto something truly unique, a different spin on the Dark Knight himself. That's right, we're talking about Batman Ninja vs. Yakuza League, the highly anticipated sequel to the 2018 anime sensation, Batman Ninja. This film takes beloved Western superhero lore and fuses it with the vibrant style and energy of Japanese animation, creating a cinematic experience that's as bold as it is unconventional. So, buckle in as we explore this wild new chapter in Batman's storied legacy. And as always, we want to hear your thoughts, so be sure to check it out and let us know what you think. Let's get the conversation started. When Batman Ninja first hit screens in 2018, it was a revelation for many fans. Not only did it transport Batman and his allies into the heart of feudal Japan, but it also reimagined Gotham's iconic rogues gallery as warlords and samurai, blending mythologies in a way that few had seen before. That film's unique animation, kinetic fight sequences, and audacious storytelling captured imaginations worldwide and paved the way for what would eventually become its equally ambitious sequel, Batman Ninja vs. Yakuza League. Now, in this new installment, the stakes are higher and the canvas even broader. The film opens with Batman and his tight-knit family of allies returning to present-day Gotham City, ready to resume their eternal vigilance. But almost immediately, they realize something is terribly wrong. Japan, an entire nation, has disappeared from the map, leaving the world in confusion and chaos. In its place, a colossal island named Hinomoto now floats ominously above Gotham's skyline, casting a literal and figurative shadow over the city. This is no ordinary island. Hinomoto is the stronghold of the Yakuza League, a mysterious, powerful new group whose members bear a striking resemblance to the Justice League, but with a distinctly dangerous edge. As Batman and his allies seek answers, they're thrust into a confrontation unlike any they've faced before. The Yakuza League descends from Hinomoto, wielding powers and abilities reminiscent of Superman, Wonder Woman, and other Justice League icons, but twisted, reimagined, and infused with the traditions and aesthetics of Japanese organized crime. The resulting clash isn't just a battle for Gotham's survival, it's a collision of cultures, values, and identities, directed by Junpei Mizusaki and Shinji Takagi, with a screenplay by Kazuki Nakashima. Batman Ninja vs. Yakuza League carries forward the creative vision that made the original film such a standout. Takashi Okazaki, who designed the characters for both films, once again brings his signature style to the forefront, while composer Yugo Kanno delivers a soundtrack that pulses with energy and drama, underscoring every twist and turn of the narrative. The film runs a tight 1 hour and 29 minutes, just enough time to deliver a dense, action-packed story without overstaying its welcome. And while it's a visual feast, it doesn't shy away from asking deeper questions about identity, loyalty, and what it means to be a hero when the very ground beneath your feet is shifting. Critically, Batman Ninja vs. Yakuza League has sparked plenty of conversation. As of July 2025, it's sitting at a 6.2 out of 10 on IMDb, a solid, if not spectacular score that reflects a range of opinions. Some viewers were captivated by its bold style and inventive action, while others wished for more depth or a stronger emotional core. On Rotten Tomatoes, the film holds a 69% critic rating, based on a handful of reviews. But what's really interesting is the audience score. With over 100 ratings, it boasts a perfect 100%, a clear sign that for many fans, this film delivers exactly what they're looking for: entertainment, spectacle, and a fresh take on familiar heroes. So what sets Batman Ninja vs. Yakuza League apart from other Batman adaptations? First and foremost, it's the cross-cultural collaboration at its heart. In recent years, anime adaptations of Western comic book characters have become increasingly popular, reflecting a growing appetite for stories that blend diverse influences. This film isn't just a Batman story with a Japanese coat of paint. It's a genuine fusion of two storytelling traditions, each enhancing and challenging the other. The Yakuza League themselves are a fascinating creation. Each member is a riff on a Justice League counterpart, but their powers and personalities are colored by the world of the Yakuza, Japan's infamous organized crime syndicates. Imagine a Superman figure whose strength is matched by his ruthlessness, or a Wonder Woman who wields both a sword and a code of honor shaped by centuries of Japanese warrior culture. These aren't just villains, they're complex adversaries who force Batman and his team to rethink their strategies and assumptions at every turn. The animation, as you'd expect from the team behind the original Batman Ninja, is nothing short of spectacular. Every frame is alive with motion and detail, blending traditional hand-drawn techniques with cutting-edge digital effects. The fight scenes are a highlight, choreographed with the precision of a samurai duel and the bombast of a superhero showdown. Whether it's Batman facing off against a katana-wielding adversary atop a neon-lit skyscraper, or the Bat family working in tandem to outmaneuver their foes, the action is always inventive and thrilling. Of course, no Batman story would be complete without the Bat family, and this film gives each member a chance to shine. Nightwing, Batgirl, Robin, and Red Hood all play crucial roles, bringing their unique skills and personalities to the fore. The dynamic between them is one of the film's strengths, sometimes tense, sometimes playful, but always rooted in a shared sense of purpose. They may not always agree on the best way forward, but when the chips are down, their loyalty to each other and to Gotham is unshakable. As for Batman himself, this is a version of the character who's been through the ringer. He's seen worlds rise and fall, faced enemies both human and supernatural, and now he's up against a threat that defies even his formidable intellect. The film doesn't shy away from exploring his vulnerabilities, his doubts about his place in a world that seems to be changing faster than he can keep up, his fear that he might not be enough to protect those he loves. But it also reaffirms his greatest strength, his unwavering determination to do what's right, no matter the odds. The city of Gotham is almost a character in its own right, transformed by the presence of Hinomoto looming above. The film uses this setting to great effect, contrasting the familiar urban sprawl with the exotic, mysterious island overhead. The tension between old and new, east and west, order and chaos, runs through every scene, giving the story a richness and complexity that elevates it above a simple good versus evil tale. Musically, Yugo Kanno's score is a standout, weaving traditional Japanese instruments with modern orchestration to create a soundscape that's both haunting and exhilarating. The music helps to anchor the film's more fantastical elements, grounding the action in a sense of place and history. For fans who want to learn more about the making of the film, the home release comes packed with special features, including bringing justice to Japan and anime action choreographing the fights. These behind-the-scenes glimpses offer insight into the creative process, showing how the filmmakers blended Eastern and Western influences to create something truly original. It's worth noting that Batman Ninja vs. Yakuza League is available in both Japanese and English language versions, allowing viewers to experience the story in the language of their choice. The film premiered in Japan on March 21, 2025, streaming on platforms like Netflix, Unext, FOD, and DMM TV, and also aired on Cartoon Network Japan. In the United States, it was released digitally on March 18, 2025, with 4K, Ultra HD, and Blu-ray versions following on April 15, 2025. This wide availability ensures that fans around the world can join the conversation and share their reactions. Reception to the film has been passionate, if divided. Some critics have praised its ambition and visual flair, calling it a worthy successor to the original. Others have found fault with its pacing or storytelling choices, wishing for a more grounded or emotionally resonant approach. But among fans, the response has been overwhelmingly positive. Many have celebrated the film for its willingness to take risks, to embrace the weird and wonderful possibilities of the Batman mythos. Part of the appeal lies in the sheer novelty of the concept. We've seen Batman face off against all manner of threats over the years: Jokers, Riddlers, Bane, and beyond. But rarely has he confronted an enemy quite like the Yakuza League. These are not just physical opponents, but ideological ones, forcing Batman to grapple with questions of tradition, honor, and what it means to be a hero in a world that's constantly evolving. The film also taps into a broader trend in pop culture, the increasing popularity of cross-cultural collaborations. In an era where anime and manga are more popular than ever in the West, and where superhero stories have become a global phenomenon, Batman Ninja vs. Yakuza League stands as a testament to the power of creative fusion. It's a reminder that great stories can transcend boundaries, bringing people together across languages and traditions. So, is Batman Ninja vs. Yakuza League for everyone? Maybe not. If you're a die-hard fan of the classic brooding detective Batman, you might find the anime stylings and over-the-top action a bit much. But if you're open to new interpretations, if you enjoy seeing familiar characters in unfamiliar settings, or if you're just looking for a wild ride, this film delivers in spades. For those who've already seen the film, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Did the Yakuza League live up to their fearsome reputation? How did you feel about the blending of Justice League archetypes with Yakuza culture? Were there moments that surprised you, or scenes that left you wanting more? And perhaps most importantly, what does this film say about the future of Batman, both as a character and as a global icon? If you haven't had a chance to check it out yet, Batman Ninja vs. Yakuza League is just a stream or a Blu-ray away. At just under an hour and a half, it's a brisk, exhilarating watch. Perfect for a Friday night with friends, or a solo viewing when you're in the mood for something different. And with its mix of action, drama, and eye-popping visuals, it's sure to spark plenty of discussion. As the conversation around the film continues to grow, it's clear that Batman Ninja vs. Yakuza League has already made its mark. Whether you love it, hate it, or fall somewhere in between, there's no denying that it's a bold, boundary-pushing chapter in the Batman saga, and one that invites us all to see our favorite heroes in a new light. So, as we wrap up this episode of the JB&I Show podcast, we want to thank you for joining us on this journey through the world of Batman Ninja vs. Yakuza League. Be sure to check out the film for yourself, and don't forget to let us know what you think. Did it meet your expectations? Did it challenge your perceptions of Batman and his world? Or did it inspire you to seek out other cross-cultural stories that push the envelope and redefine what's possible? Either way, the conversation is just getting started, and we can't wait to hear from you. Until next time, keep watching, keep questioning, and keep celebrating the stories that bring us together, no matter where they come from or how they're told. This is the JB&I Show podcast, signing off.
O seu som.
Tem áudio pra nós aí, Cofap?
Seja bem-vindo com o áudio dele. Ô, primeira vez um áudio pra nós. Já tô
Ele é
sentindo
maravilhoso,
saudade.
Cofap. O Isaac é maravilhoso.
Seja bem-vindo.
What's up, y'all? How you doing? I just wanted to thank you so much for checking out my song, listening to my song, and thank you so much for your support. I think that you are awesome. You are awesome. Oh, yes, you are. You are awesome. Yes, you are. And I'm Isaac M. And yeah, you are awesome.
Cofap, aqui até um live snippet aí do Isaac M, Cofap. A música You Are
A energia
Awesome.
dele é muito boa pra nós. Muito, muito, muito alegre. Gostei.
The co-host here saying that your energy is amazing.
Valeu
O
a
que
pena.
acontece? Então, vamos contar a história. Vamos contar a história dele aqui na nossa programação maravilhosa. Vamos contar isso aí, já que ele tá no top 5 aqui da nossa programação. Então, o que acontece? Ele tem o nome completo, né, de Isaac Middleton, né? E é um cantor, autor e ator que vem cantando públicos em todo o mundo por mais de 20 anos.
Só a simpatia dele é muito boa. Só o áudio que ele mandou é maravilhoso.
E a música dele, que eu falo, é marcada pela profundidade emocional e temas universais, né? É reconhecida aí pela sua capacidade de conectar-se com ouvintes de diferentes origens e, claro, grandes estilos misturando aí pop, rock, soul, enfim, né?
É isso aí.
Após um breve hiato aí de rumores de aposentadoria, ele retornou com 2 álbuns aclamados, refletindo aí o seu crescimento e versatilidade.
É isso aí. Só tem musicão bom dele aqui, olha.
Além, claro, né, da carreira musical, Isaac M, né, também atua aí e faz podcast.
Nossa, muito bom aqui, hein?
É ator, claro, né?
É muito alegre, né? Nossa, senti firmeza.
Então ele explora narrativas diversas, né? E compartilha reflexões pessoais, engajando e inspirando seus fãs de maneira bem nova e significativa.
É isso aí, hein?
Então, no mais recente trabalho, que é Time Just Float Away, né? Tá disponível e reforça aí o compromisso contínuo com a criatividade.
Isso aí, tá em toda plataforma, né?
Tá assim, Cofap?
Tá, isso aí.
Bora de Isaac M com Time Just
Bora,
Float Away.
Isaac. Seja bem-vindo, Alê, seja bem-vindo, Lala. Bora lá, então.